edition of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between our visitors and our home team. Running the Armadillos, that's their head coach. These guys undefeated for over 2 months now. I wonder if anybody's going to be able to take them down again. And on the Bison sideline, look at their head coach. Their side also in playoff position at the moment, so maybe we'll see these two run it back come January. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scotch. This is Andre Schmidt to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? 6, go!
They'll start this series with an option left. Or maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that gives him the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Looking on 1st down. That's to the rookie out of Michigan State. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready?
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a toss. It's Allen. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Bronco 80.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Allen will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Allen again. And this time he's got a touchdown, Louisville. The Bisons finish up an excellent opening series. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bisons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out to the Western Kentucky alum by way of Houston Baptist, Bailey Zappi.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. And this is Ahmed. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They run. Ahmed. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I know we talk all the time about special teams flipping the field, and undoubtedly they will at some point today. But on the opening drive, to flip the field to get in the other team's field position, that's a great sign of that run.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. The run now with Ahmed. No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're going play action. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. The Bisons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Gravity Lions.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
60 by 6.
This is Allen on second. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. They start with 2nd and 6. Zappi setting to throw. They sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
And an Omaha first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds him on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the air now. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Okay, you see how effective these crossing routes are. It's kind of like that point guard delivering to a big man. Once he feels that presence, once he sees a little bit of space, and he trusts the guy on the other end, it's almost automatic.
And he sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Intended for his right. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here we go, set. 19 driving, 19 driving.
Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Schmidt connects, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. That outruns their offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Mikey, 18.
They'll go play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
That's good.
So first down from the 41.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
60 by speed.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
70 Timberwolves, go!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete! And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's out to just a yard.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Bisons now lead by 10. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Armadillos send it back out on offense as we get another look at Bailey Zappi. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. All set to go now from the 35. The give here, it's Ahmed. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And he has this down to the 34. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives them a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On the ground with Ahmed. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already you're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone now. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Second down now. They need 7. Zappi. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Armadillos make it a 1-score game before halftime. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Armadillos cut it to a field goal game.
Armadillos 10.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Here we go.
Up the middle. Here goes Allen. And he'll goal his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
4 yards.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it at the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready?
A throw here on first. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bisons grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
That one right down the middle. And the Bisons make it a 10-point ball game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Zappy back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's carry on the catch. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
5-yard gain on
First
the
and
play.
10 from the 32.
And then Omaha. First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Zappy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here.
That's good for an Omaha. First down.
Throwing is Zappy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To the air they go on 2nd down. Cut out left. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He's going to throw it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
4 yards. And it's 4th down.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. At a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now, you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. All set to go now from the 35. Sending him on the dive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Zappy setting to throw. He's got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Armadillos sending out their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now outruns their offense to take over. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
To the air on third and long. It's a screen play for Allen. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Armadillos returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They go play action on first down. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's across midfield.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Gain of a yard. 1st down, Armadillo.
Putting the tight end in motion. That throw behind his intended target.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here's a quick pass to the right side, Cup. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to Antoine Green. It's a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
19, Tiger.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. He does it. Touchdown. The Armadillos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Armadillos cut it to a field goal game.
Armadillos 17.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now this offense getting set to work here. The touchdown dropped this back to a 1-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Let go.
1st down, play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up.
Tag. Viking 18. Steady.
They're throwing it. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop them up.
And they've been doing it.
And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So read handoff to Allen. He is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
Pretty easy in hindsight to say you should have gone for it right there. I'm probably echoing a lot of voices. Should have gone for it. But not many of us expected him to miss that field goal. You get 3 points, there's a lot less people second-guessing the decision. But remember this one, because if they're in this spot again, I bet you they do go for it.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. This is complete to Perry. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think for Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The offense getting set to go. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here.
On the ready.
All right, they're out in sets. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey. 70.
Now a toss. It's Allen. Breaks the tackle. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain. So that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
At the 35-yard
Here we go.
line.
Jack. Cowboy 80. Go.
We give to Allen out of the shotgun. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the Boulder.
6-yard
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Ready, ready.
They'll go play action. Throw left side, complete. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Get it. Bronco 80. Ready.
On the hands-off, Allen. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Bisons make it a 9-point advantage. to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bisons make it a 10-point ball game.
Bisons 27, Armadillos 17.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense ready to get going again now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's complete. Right side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Offensive line fast. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got a man left. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Zappi finds him on the crossing route. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
That's good.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. A quick throw completed out to the left. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw, Zappi. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bisons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
This is Allen on the give. Has a lane inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Run here with Allen. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
Let's go. Go.
Keeps it on the option here. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bisons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, He made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bisons take a 3-possession lead.
34, Armadillos 17.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes their offense out again. And scoring hasn't been the issue for them, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
They run, not met. He's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
And here he goes on the boot. Jump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third and long, making the throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Here he goes, gonna have this on 4th down. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Louisville. Bisons ready to pick up their 8th win of the season.
Ready, ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Viking 18.
It's Allen again. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Bronco 80. Check out.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready?
They're going to pass it here. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And that play is brought to a halt, you're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Check. Hawk 70.
Pass play coming here. By his running back, Allen. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
On the ready.
After the penalty, let's see how their composure is as they still try 4th and goal.
Gravity lying. Let's go.
They'll throw for it. Buying some time left. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, everyone's been wondering, Brock, will this be the week? Is this going to be the week that the streak ends? Well, nope, chain another one on as the rest of the league keeps wondering, will these guys ever lose again?
Yeah, they're the team that everyone wants that shot at, right?
Yeah.
A chance to snap the streak, but then no one's been able to truly stand in front of. It's going to take a special type of performance, 60 minutes plus, from a special team to finally hand these guys an L.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a well-earned win for the Bisons as we say so long from Louisville.